these political parties have, especially when it comes to the predictions that have come out on the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Yawar continues to be with us because now we talk about all of these machinations that could pull the BJP out of its hat. All eyes which are now on at least 5 of those MLAs who could be nominated by the Jammu and Kashmir LG or the Lieutenant Governor to the Assembly as per amendments made to the J&K Reorganization Act last year. BJP's political opponents who are up in arms over this provision, alleging that if such exercise is undertaken before the results are out, it would be unfair, shift in balance of power and would mainly favor the BJP alone. And it could help the BJP manipulate the numbers in the Assembly as well. This is the allegation that is now being leveled. But in the meantime, as we talk about the political face-off over the MLAs to be nominated, let's get you exactly the objections that are now coming across from the other political parties. First objection, as it is pointed out to, which says that there is unfairly that would shift the balance of power in Assembly. Another counter that goes on to say this is coming across to the questions being raised by the political party, saying that the law is unambiguous about when it comes to the nominations. Let's talk about the objections now, because the objection has put forth that this seems to be an attempt to manipulate the poll results even before they are announced. However, the counter coming across to that is saying that the LG's prerogative is to nominate the MLAs. Another objection, let's get you the third point, against the Constitution, against the values of the democracy. However, the counter to this argument that is coming across, that this is a process that is very well mentioned in the J&K Reorganization Act. Another objection coming to light on part of political parties in the opposition, saying that this is an insult to the mandate given by the people. However, when it comes to the counter coming in, saying that the same format is also followed in the Assembly and in the Union Territory of Puducherry. Let's also talk about another objection that is coming to light, calling it as an assault on democratic principles. However, the counter saying that 3 nominated MLAs are also there in Puducherry. In the meantime, as far as the objections mainly, Yawar, that are being raised over the nomination of these MLAs on part of the Lieutenant Governor, there are already voices in the opposition who are calling it as an unfair practice.
You rightly mentioned, Amita. In fact, yesterday when we spoke to the Farooq Abdullah, the first thing he said that if this thing has happened, the National Conference and the regional parties, they will knock the doors of the Supreme Court. In fact, he said that only the elected government has a mandate to elect these MLAs. Pertinent to mention here is that it was a top leader of the BJP yesterday who said that all the leaders will be from the BJP. 4 goes to the Jammu, 1 is in the Srinagar, so as in the Kashmir. So clear to mention is that there has been the opposition that are up arms against this decision, but yes, with these 5 nominated MLAs, the seat sharing in the Union Territory will go up to the 95, because the LG is holding a solo power of electing these MLAs, which will be the key formulation in framing the government in the Union Territory. Somehow this is being witnessed as a conspiracy by the Congress, so as the National Conference, that they said that only the elected government has a mandate. Yesterday we saw that top leaders of the Congress also said that the BJP is trying to, subvert the democratic process all across and try to, exercise the powers in a very wrong manner. So this has been the development that came in, because all the eyes will be on the LG's decision today, that who will be all these MLAs all across, because already the National Conference have threatened that they will knock the Supreme Court. Back to you.
All right. With those developments now coming to light and possible alliances, post-poll alliances, is the JNK-NC or the Congress open to a possible alliance with the PDP? Will they be opening doors to other perspective and other options as well? Because in what could be a sign of what lies ahead? As Baramulla MP and Awami Ittehad Party Chief Engineer Rashid, who has said that the NC, Congress and the PDP should actually call for a boycott of the formation of government unless Jammu and Kashmir statehood is restored. As far as saying that since this statement came right after his Delhi visit, Omar Abdullah has now accused him of playing into the hands of the BJP and paving path for a central rule in the Union Territory.
जो भी सरकार बनेगी, यूनियन टेरिटरी की सरकार होगी, और उसमें जो इलेक्टेड सरकार होगी उसके पास इख्तियारात बहुत कम होंगे। चनाच अब इलेक्शन हो गए और कल मेजॉरिटी किसके पास भी आती है वो अलग बात है। सरकार कोई भी बनाए, मुझे सिर्फ इतनी गुजारिश करनी है, 5 साल इन लोगों ने कुछ किया नहीं, गुपकार अलायंस, सो कॉल्ड रीजनल पार्टीज। अब अगर इलेक्शन हुआ तो मेरी हम्बल गुजारिश है, ख़ास तौर से जो इंडिया ब्लॉक, पीडीपी, पीपल्स कॉन्फ्रेंस, बाकी अपनी पार्टी, बाकी पार्टियां, कि चले एक चीज़ पर आप तो यूनाइट हो जाइए। हमें पता है कि इंडिया अलायंस की मजबूरियां हैं। वोट तो उन्होंने कश्मीर से दिए, लेकिन 370 पर कांग्रेस ने खामोशी इख्तियार की। मैं इस वक्त कोई बिटरनेस ऐड नहीं करना चाहता हूं। मेरी एक सजेशन है इन सब से कि जब तक स्टेटहुड हमें ना मिले, कोशिश करें कि नई सरकार तब तक ना बने। अगर मेजॉरिटी भी मिलेगी, चाहे किसी अकेली पार्टी को मिले, अलायंस को मिले, या इंडिपेंडेंस का सपोर्ट चाहिए, या किसी और का सपोर्ट चाहिए, तो अच्छा रहेगा कि अगर ये सारी पार्टियां एक पॉइंट पर फोकस करके यूनियन गवर्नमेंट पर ये कहते हैं कि आप स्टेटहुड वापस दे दीजिए, इलेक्शन हो गया। अगर उमर साहब खुद कहते थे कि म्यूनिसिपैलिटी से ज़्यादा पावर इस सरकार के पास नहीं रहेगा, तो उन पर भी लाजिम है।
Well, Yawar, how do we understand? Is Engineer Rashid now playing spin doctor right after such giving a statement when it comes to seeking first the restoration of statehood? Meanwhile, Farooq Abdullah is already thanking Mehbooba Mufti for a support. How do we understand the situation?
Well, there are the two aspects in the story, and one is that first it was the engineer Rashid who urged the parties who are going to formulate the government in the Union Territory to, hold or boycott the formation of government unless and until the territory will be restored. And on the other side, the Farooq Abdullah has congratulated and expressed his gratitude to the Mehbooba Mufti for saying a word on extension of the, saying towards the secular government formation support. But this has smelled right by the Omar Abdullah. In fact, he has to say that look who is speaking on the government formation, and so as they are heading towards the central rule, they might be helping the center to impose a central rule if the BJP was unable to form the government in the Union Territory. But the numbers that the exit poll has clearly reflected that there's a majority going to the India bloc, and following that the majority to the BJP.
Well, it seems that when it comes to leaders from the political parties are exercising caution as far as Omar Abdullah and his reaction coming in. But Engineer Rashid, they're urging all political parties in Jammu and Kashmir to join ranks and refrain from taking the oath of office or forming a government until the region's statehood is restored. Very interesting as far as the reactions and the statements coming in from the political leaders. Thank you, Yawar, for joining in. We're headed to a short break.